Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing out there? Welcome to season 2 of Coffee with Mrs. Crawford. It's been a minute, and when I tell you it's been a minute, I understand. But I have been going through a wonderful journey. I am in a new point of my life. In this season, I have dedicated it to talk more about my polyamorous life and what's going on in this world. I feel like I have a voice to let everybody know what's going on, let you in on my personal life. I feel like I have a wonderful, happy dynamic that is working, and we're going to let you in on some things. And for those of you that are new to my channel, that's going to come onto my channel, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Once again, my name is Miss Crawford. I am wonderfully married to a wonderful man, and we have partners between us. I have an open triad with my other partners, which my boyfriend is here. This is his last day. I'm sad. He's been here 3 weeks. We have a nesting partner together, me and my husband. And then I have 2 wonderful sister wives that I love so very much. And then I have a girlfriend that's in Virginia. Hey, baby. I know you're going to be watching, girl. But nevertheless, and amongst that, we have a polycule. We are kitchen table poly, meaning that we all talk, be friends, get to know one another. We don't have to be BFFs, but it's nice that we are. We pretty much are. I am like this with my sister wives. We support one another. We are there for one another. And I really want people to tune into this season because I want people to really understand the different dynamics in being polyamorous. And I'm going to use that word. And as I go on, I give you definitions. If you want to leave comments and ask me for different definitions for different titles and why they go, we'll get there. And I answer any questions that y'all want. Just leave them under in the comments and I got you. But the reason why I want to talk about it because we stay in a lot of different dynamics. This video will be mostly on long distance relationships in the polycule because most of our partners, well, all of our partners are long distance except for our nesting partner, and we make it work. This past weekend, I hosted a big barbecue for my poly family, and my whole polycule was here. Both my sister wives, their partners, my partners, my nesting partners, tribe was here. So it was really great, and we all got along, and we just love and build and love on one another, and it was just a great feeling. And I think the world needs to see that it's other lifestyles or other ways of living other than being monogamous. And from all my monogamous people, there is nothing wrong with being monogamy, or being monogamous. Let's say that there's nothing wrong with that. For those that is monogamous and is working great, and even to those, I still want you to tune into the videos because some of our thought process, because of being poly, makes you dig so far into yourself, dig so deep into yourself, where you have to heal old traumas, heal old wounds, go to different things so you can love not just other people but yourself, because it has to start with self. It has to, or it will never work. And for those who are wondering, I am outside in my carport. This is where all the magic happened. My paintings happen. I've been painting. As people can see, I found my piece. We'll talk about that too. Also to my black women that's in poly, I want you to tune in because it's going to be a talk of through the season. We're going to have healing. I'm going to have guests, yay, to experience what it's like to be in open triads, to be into the different ways of poly. So welcome to Yikes up. Bloopers. I'm gonna leave that in. I'm actually gonna leave that in the clip just to let you know it's real out here. But welcome to Coffee with Miss Crawford. I do best in the morning, so that's what we'll be. So nevertheless, long distance relationships and poly. So with me and my partners, I have a girlfriend in Virginia, and I have a wonderful boyfriend in California. And my husband has a girlfriend in St. Louis and a wonderful girlfriend that's not too far up the way, a couple hours away. But The way that we make this work, communication. Communication is key. It is a lot of effective communication. You send your videos, you send cards. We even do virtual movie dates. Well, thanks to COVID-19, a lot of people know what them virtual movie dates be hitting on like. You know what I'm saying? So we do a lot of that. In ours, I allow them space to be free. So we make sure, and we commit to those dates no different than you commit to the ones that you're nesting with. We got Amazon gift lists. We send gifts. We send packages. And we try our best to see each other as much as we can. And because this is why kitchen table poly works so well, we can plan group trips or bigger trips for us to be together throughout the year and see one another. And I'm so happy that my polycule get along the way that we do, because we really do love one another. And even for those, I'm gonna have guests as far as the men in my polycule, because a lot of people really don't understand or get that dynamic with the brotherhood, and I think it needs to be seen. And my husband is just wonderful when it comes to those type of things. So nevertheless, even in long distance, you have your difficulties, you know, especially for the different dynamics. Like I have nesting partners too. Well, both of my long distance partners don't have nesting partners. So it is a different feeling. That's why I always stay with an open dynamic. I don't like nobody to feel closed in or like they have to be without. And sometimes you don't. But I want you to always have freedom to connect with who you ever want to connect with, and do the things that you want to do. Throughout this season, I will be definitely dropping little insights and videos on how this works and what I had to, the healing processes that I had to go through to be the effective partner that I am when it comes to long distance. Funny story though, because I never was into long distance. For those who are going like, oh, I can't do it because I want to touch and feel on my partners. Because of the way I dug deep into being poly and understanding what I needed, the space I needed. My love language is not a lot of physical touch. And with my ADHD, my mind goes and I get aggravated very quickly. So I was talking to this one young lady that our connection was just so dope, and she lives so far. She's actually in Maryland. She knows who she is. And until I met her, I never even considered long distance, like for what? Because I felt like the same, I need to be under my boo. But when I started to look for connections so much deeper than physical, and when I mean physical, I don't mean sex. I mean just the physical, being able to hug, touch, cuddle, those intimacies. That's more than sex. When I was looking for a spiritual connection and somebody that touched me with my, soul, spirit, mentally, advised me to think I didn't need to be near that person. Don't get me wrong, I wanted to go see them and express it physically, but the spiritual and mental connection that I had with this woman was undeniably something that you can't get everywhere. So it made me appreciate her in a different way that I never knew that I could appreciate another human being, which opened my eyes and my patience to be able to date the people that I date. And that woman is still in my life as far as my polycule. She's a person that what's understood don't need to be explained. She's in my heart. She's my friend. And I can come to her about any and everything. So I appreciate that part, the patience, to know that somebody is connected deeper than just, the physical, and will always be there. Also, with that, it opened me up that my long distance relationships for me works great, because sometimes I be in a mood where I don't want to be around too many human beings. And not because I'm mad or upset, just because I just need that peace. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a sister, I'm a life coach, I'm a counselor, and sometimes just to be able to breathe is just great. It also gives you mystery into dating. It gets you to want to ask other questions and dig deep and be there for a person that something can't be denied in the physical. Because sometimes we can get so caught up in the physical. And when I mean in the physical, and I'm not just talking about sex, like I said before, the hugging, the kissing, the being there, the going out, that we forget to ask important questions or have important conversations that we actually need to freaking have. And a lot of people just forget that because you get caught up in the physical. So long distance relationships can work and can be very vital to any type of relationship, monogamous, polyamorous, whatever it is that you do, or you out here just living. You don't want no titles, respect. You know what I'm saying? It works. It gives you time to reflect and get yourself together and do what you need to do, and also builds character, trust. You see that big ass fly? That's the problem with being out here in nature. Interrupts your shit. But I'm sorry, interrupts your stuff. I'm trying to work on my swearing too. Rest of 2020, because COVID-19 has made me a cussing sailor. Do you understand? So, but nevertheless, nevertheless, you have to set and you have to reflect when you have that distance. Also, when y'all do see each other and y'all have built this spiritual connection and learned intimacy on a different level, the sparks that fly when you see your partner, you know, after some time, is utterly, 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 utterly amazing. We send Amazon gift list, other things that you should, you know, we do Amazon gift list where, you know, you want to, because my language is, you know, acts of service, gift giving, so it really works good for me because I can look for what you need on Amazon or what you need and pop in, give you the thought that counts. Also, what my Poly Hero is doing is, for us, what I want to do annually is make sure we see each other every 6 months. The next trip we're going to do is going to be definitely adult friendly. We need more, right now, due to COVID-19, we need a lot more adult getaways. Get away from these children. And then after that, the next trip will be the whole family, meaning children and all. And in my poly dynamic, without my polycule, just with the sister wives and girlfriends and relationships, I think we have 12 children. And that's going to come up later in some episodes about how we poly family and raise the children in this, as people want to call, lifestyle. And I think a lot of people definitely need to tune in. That'll be my next episode, because people are afraid to talk to their children about the decisions that they're making. And some because a lot has to do with homosexuality, and because society has viewed this as wrong, because monogamy has been so prevalent in religion and other things. And I get it, but that's what I'm here for. And this also, as we go on, I want people to really understand, look at me in my eyes when I say this. I am not here to change your view or to convert you over to being poly. This is also not to make cheaters comfortable with cheating on people because you're a whore. Big difference. This channel is to let you know there is so many different poly dynamics, so much different information out there, and all of us make it work because we're really looking for love and connections, because we know we can love more than just one person. The reasons why we love more than one person. Because I know as these videos go on, more and more people are going to be drawn and want just the information. Like I said, there's wonderful podcasts out there that show you, and most of them are triad based, not so much open, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with a closed anything. Do what you can handle, but make sure the reasons you're closed is because you can handle it, not because that's the only choice you feel you have, because a lot of people do. Hi, husband.
Hey, honey.
How are you?
I'm good.
He will also be, my wonderful husband will also be a guest on a couple of my episodes, because I think as a man with this really big polycule that we have, he has an insight that some people kind of need to see. Some of you fellas out there need to really tune in to understand or see where he coming from. Oh, you can set it right there, babe. And I love it. Also, my other nesting partner, she will be on here, not today, but on other ones. Now, when she get on here, if y'all feel drawn into a zone, you have stepped into the Z zone. Dun, dun, dun. But nevertheless, that's my goal, to just express that and to do those things. I will be in more frequently than I usually have been, because it's time. It's time, people. It's time for people to see so many different dynamics that structure from being poly. We not out here to change the view of monogamous people or give people reasons to cheat and all that other crazy mess. We just out here trying to love one another, be with one another. So that's just how that's gonna go. I'm painting. Long distance relationships also can be a little difficult. Back on track I go. Because the now always takes present, and sometimes we have to be a little bit more understanding and forgiving than we like to be. But the wonderful thing about being understanding and forgiving is sometimes it gives us perspective into someone else's life. Be great things, teach us patience, willingness to grow, see things outside yourself. Yes. And sometimes it can get frustrating. That's why I love to keep it open, just in case you connect with somebody. And you don't go find nobody just because you don't have your partner, because my partner don't have people local. You connect with who you connect with. And if they're doing their due diligence as your partner, you won't feel lonely or incomplete, because they will find a way to make you feel important or make you feel included or make you feel unlonely as you can spiritually and feed into you. And that's going to be next week. Like I said, I'm going to talk about poly parenting, how we raise our kids, the dynamics that we go through, different decisions that we make as growing, the support, the pros and cons of poly parenting and raising from my perspective and our group's perspective. I see it as a benefit, and I will be making that post here, and I look forward to sharing this information and you seeing it grow. I also will be dropping videos on the same channel of our just the clips of our vacations and stuff together, so you can see. Hopefully at one point I will be going or recording live into our world. Not so much of step by step, because this ain't no daytime TV, but just for people just to see, to learn, to understand is different. And we out here living a successful, healthy, vibrant, loving life within the Black community, striving. We're doing excellent. So that's just my goal. Welcome back. Like cook crack, baby. You have a wonderful morning. Y'all be blessed. And like I tell everybody, smile on purpose. Put great intentions out there. And see you next Thursday for a great cup of coffee.